Alright, good morning. Today we start on the generator. So I've started digging out everything I need. Here's the new generator head. Let me see if I can get out of the shadow here. This is the original pulley, and then this is an aftermarket pulley that I bought that's a little bit smaller in diameter. Now, this generator head right here is the one that came out of that spare generator I bought about a year ago. And this thing is so rusted on there, I couldn't get the factory pulley off, so I left it on, which means the engine runs at a higher RPM. This aftermarket pulley that I bought, because it's smaller, I can run the motor at a slower RPMs. So we're going to put that one on the new generator head and rewire it. So what we're going to have to do is we do have to remount this pulley, and that's what that hole is for right there. We'll move it up to there. I do have the smaller belt. So what it does is it just makes it to where the motor runs a little bit slower and it's not quite as noisy. So right now I'm going to go start the generator, and we'll do a before and after of what it sounds like. So let me go start the generator. We'll hear what it sounds like. You can hear the squeal, and hopefully the squeal goes away when we put the new generator head on. So hang on. All right, we got the generator running, and you can hear the whine of the generator. So that started about, probably about a month ago. It's the generator head. But that'll give you an idea of what it sounds like. And also, let's check the RPMs of the motor right now. So this little device right here, you saw the little white pieces of tape that are on the generator. This little device will measure the RPMs. So the generator head should be turning right around 3,600 RPMs, and then we'll see how fast the motor is running. So as you can see, the generator is running at about 3650. So that's within reason. Let's see how fast the actual motor is running. So you can see the motor's running about 28. So by the time, I believe, when we put the smaller head on there, the smaller pulley, it should be down to about 19, somewhere around there. So let me turn the generator off before it gets too hot, so I can't work on it, so hang on. Okay, so as you saw, the generator head was turning 36, let me get out of the sun. Generator head was turning 3,600 RPM. The engine was running at 2,800 RPM. And I had to crank the engine RPM up because I could not get this old pulley off. So, and you see those little white tapes? That's what I was measuring with that device, is the little white tape. So, all right. So now I'm just gonna start taking everything apart. Once I get down to the good stuff, I'll show you what's going on. But right now, all I gotta do is take the bottom cover off, the back cover off, and get ready to do some bolts. So let me get that done, and I'll check in back with you guys. All right, I'll give you a little update here. It's been going a little slow but steady. So we got it rewired. I got the wires back over, spliced in together. This is the old unit, so I cut everything off. Here, I don't know if I did this for you guys, but you can hear the bearings rattle around in there. Plus, there is a hole on the bottom of it, so you can see the hole at the bottom. So that's the old one. So we're pretty much done with that generator head. We got to put the covers on, and then we're going to remount it up in there, get it back together, see if we can go get a bolt for that one nut there, for the nut for that one bolt. But other than that, it's been going pretty good. It's not too bad, a little slow. So once we get it mounted in there, we have to put the pulley on, and we have to line the pulley up. Sorry about that. Line the pulley up. So all right, so next thing, mount it in there. Talk to you guys in a bit. All right. Oh man, this is going slow, but we're getting there. All right. I got the back cover on. I've got everything wired up in the back. This is the pulley, and you notice this is the smaller pulley. So what we need to do is just line it up and then tighten. And what I have is a coil rack. That's upside down. It's a coil rack. I just need a straight edge to go from, hopefully it'll fit. So you see from the right there to line up the pulleys. Make sure the pulleys straight are in line. So all right, so I'm going to do that. I can't do that, hold the camera and everything at the same time, but I'm going to line those up, tighten that up, and then start cleaning up my mess and see if I can walk up there if they have that bolt. But no, it's going good. It's just a little slow, taking my time, trying to do it right with what hand tools I have out here. But so far so good. So let me go ahead and line up that pulley, get that took care of, and clean up my mess a little bit, and then I'm going to walk up there and see if they have that bolt or nut. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, the Petro came through for us. They had a nut for that bolt. We got that mounted. We got the belt on. With the back cover on, we still got to put the bottom cover on, but we'll wait to make sure everything's working right. I backed off the throttle because we don't need it spinning so fast, so I turned the throttle down. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start it, and we need the generator head going 3,600 RPMs. So we'll get our little counter out and double check that, make sure it's doing 3,600, and then we'll find out how fast the engine turning. So if you remember, it was doing 36 and the engine was doing 38 with the other size pulley on it. So now that we changed pulleys, it should go down to about 1,900, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and start the generator, and we'll adjust it from there. All right, the generator has a switch in it. If it's making too much electricity or if it's going too slow, it'll go ahead and turn off, and that's what it did. We were at 4,100 RPMs, so I need to back it off just a little bit more, and we'll start it up again. It's at 35.95, which we'll just speed it up just a little bit. Okay, we got the generator heads running at 3,600 RPMs, and the engine's running at about 1950. So You can see it's a little bit quieter, and the squeal is gone. So the only thing left to do is plug in everything, because I unplugged everything. We're gonna plug everything in and make sure we got some electricity. So we'll do that next and get our mess cleaned up and talk to you in a bit. So talk to you in a bit.